We're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Dream Team. How are you all? And we've got our favourite Miss Zan back today. Zan, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me back. And sorry I've been absent the past couple of weeks.
Oh, that's right. We only just
Maree's held it all together.
and I had beautiful Sal on
And
last
Sal.
week. So,
Yep.
yeah, but it's nice to have you back. And Jasper wants to say hello to everyone. He's here with us as well. So, and who have we got on? We've got Dennis on. Yay, Dennis, hello. Haven't seen you for a long time. It's so nice to have you back. Got our gorgeous maple tree. So, and I'm sure people will be popping on. But yeah, so today we've already got some dreams up, which is great, and we'll work our way through those. But then Zan and I were having a little chat because I've just been getting a few aha moments about dreams and how we feel dreams if we're lucid dreaming or astral traveling. So we're going to actually talk about that too, which I think is going to really bring up some big questions. So if you guys have actually got dreams, pop them up. If you've had any weird, strange reality, spiritual experiences, throw them up because we love that sort of stuff as well. So hi, Triangle Rice is here too. So you got your little friends having a bark in the background, Zandy.
Yes. Sorry, a leaf must be falling off a tree.
So funny. Sorry, Clive was in earlier. So okay, so the first dream, actually, this was sent to me because some people can't get on at this time. So if you can't get on at this time, just send it to me at my email address, which is iam@magicmaree.com, or pop it into these little pre-show comments. So do you want to read the first one out for us, Zan, from Nick Free?
Nick Free. So a large auditorium, I was replacing a performer from a play but had no script, no idea what was expected from me. Found a document that had not been posted on a filing cabinet, but no clue to my role. I entered the stage, but was saved as the audience raced to the window to see something going on outside. It was a Yeti running up a hill behind the trees, uprooted a tree, flinging it into the air, then ran to the window, gesturing it would destroy the steel struts of the building. 2 people helped me find an escape route via an underground tunnel. In the stairwell was a lab-coated scientist.
That is one cray dream. I love it. And it's interesting because I know that Nick's from Australia, and for those of you that don't know, a Yeti is like a Bigfoot or like a Yowie or something like that. They have different names in different countries. So yeah, we know what a Yeti is here. So Zan, do you want to start at the beginning of this one? What's your overall feeling of it?
Well, my overall feeling is it's about Nick Free's life. So being in a play, a performer in a play, we write our own scripts. Not having a script means perhaps you're a little bit lost, not really sure what to do. Then with people being distracted and looking out a window, I'd have to look up what window means, actually. Do you know what window means?
I'll have a look if you like, if you want to just keep doing that.
With the Yeti, I mean, that's an aspect of yourself. So I guess seeing as Yetis and Bigfoots are still unknown, in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Running up a hill, at least it's going the right way. It's going up a hill. Uprooting a tree, though, and flinging it into the air. Well, a tree is like the grounding, really, isn't it?
That's what I was getting.
Yeah, it's almost like you're not sure where you're at in life at this point in time, and you're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, because a window is the ability to see beyond a given situation, expanded vision and perception. A window to the other side, interdimensional awareness. Now, interestingly, a Yeti to me very much is interdimensional. However, I know they're real because I've had one walking in between myself and my friend one night. She lived right near a forest, and I think that Nick lives near a forest as well. And I felt it, and I thought one of the guys had come back to walk in between us. That's how tangible it was. So they're definitely interdimensional beings. So Nick, this aspect of your life, it could also be that interdimensional aspect, because an auditorium is a really big building, and so when we look up big, it's really interesting what comes up with big. So, and your auditorium is your stage, is your life. So it's a very big potential. So let's have a look and see what the big is. Okay, big. Anything big usually denotes the size of one's mental and emotional investment in the symbol or what it represents. It is potential of an idea, plan, or oneself. A big house or a large vehicle means great potential and power. So to me, that's an aspect of your life that has a huge potential, that interdimensional realm, because when someone lifts up a tree, like Zandy said, and throws it in the air, it's almost like you're getting turned upside down. It's like you're going from being grounded to being in the air. So I don't know, Zan, what do you think of that, if we sort of twist it like that?
Yeah, because the tunnel part is also about, where did I find it? A passageway through levels of consciousness, new insight, expanded reality. So, and then the number 2 is your masculine and your feminine side. So,
and your balance.
And your balance. So, yeah, I'd say perhaps with something that's been happening in your life at the moment. Oh, hang on. It was a lab-coated scientist. What does scientist mean?
Well, it's about research, isn't it? To me, a scientist does research into looking at a problem, finding a solution. So it's almost like as you're going down the stairs to get down to the tunnel, it's almost like you're going down to do some research into this, to actually look at it under a microscope. I don't know. Is that what you're
And maybe
feeling?
whatever you're going through, try not to find a logical explanation for it.
I like it. Yeah.
So if you're being too intellectual about it, it might actually be something a little bit more spiritual, like a Yeti. So,
and it's interesting because it does say that when I looked up scientist, it says the rational intellectual self, student of life, but also guidance, higher self, wisdom, search for knowledge. So that is just perfect. I'm going to put a couple of cards on that for Nick.
Yeah.
Just to see if we can get a little bit more of a bit of clarity. But that sort of sits right, because a Yeti's definitely interdimensional, and I know they're real. I've felt one.
Yep.
So, and the fact that the script wasn't there, this is all new for you. You didn't know what was expected. It's just it's like you're going into new realms, my love. That's what I would be saying. So and you're going to find out more about yourself as you do it. So, which is pretty exciting. So let me just tune into my beautiful cards and just see what jumps up for you. Oh, that one's really hot. Where are you? Which one? That one or that one? That's that one. Yeah, it's a work in progress, because we've got our 8 of Pentacles. So you're actually you're working on this, exactly what we've been talking about. This is something that you're discovering, you're working on. It's not yet finished. So you will probably have more dreams that will help you along the way. Yeah, 4 of Swords, because there's something still hidden. Okay, so that discovering, going deep, going in and actually finding out what it is. And the Swords are air, which is the mind. So don't get into too much conflict over it. The 5 of Swords is often about fighting with yourself within your own mind when I'm asking the question for you. So don't get worried about it. Just know you're on track. You're definitely on track. 6 of Swords, beautiful. This is going over troubled waters, taking you to a better place. So you are going to get some understanding, and you're going to get more clarity, and you will understand more about this. And I'd love to know when it happens. So this is great. This is what a great journey to be on. So thanks, Nick, for sending that in. Yay.
Thank you.
So, Zan, do you want to do the one from Carol?
Sure. So dream from Carol.
On. Great. She's on. Yeah.
Outside an apartment building with others, saw a rabbit behind a box barrier. A cord led from the rabbit to a hole in one of the apartment walls. Called the police, and when they arrived, he went into an apartment. Found the rabbit was providing energy to appliances in the apartment. I thought this was weird.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
So should we go back? This is Alice in Wonderland, rabbit down a hole.
It is Alice in Wonderland. So that's fascinating. So what a rabbit means to me, just intuitively, is with my beautiful animal magic cards, the rabbit or the hare is insight. So this is actually literally going through doorways, going down rabbit holes, finding out more about yourself. because an apartment building to me is where you live. So it depends what those apartment buildings looked like as well. So
Was it in good shape? Was it in like decrepit or, depleted? I mean, rabbits can have a lot of different meanings. For me, I dreamt of rabbits when I was pregnant and had absolutely no idea I was pregnant. And I said to my husband, or he wasn't my husband at the time, but he is now. I said, "Oh, there's more than one baby in there." And he's like, "Don't be silly. How would you know that?" And I said, "Because I'm dreaming of rabbits and rabbits multiply. So there's more than one in there." And lo and behold, it was twins. So, rabbits, I do agree, though, this feels more like, and I only said that story just in case that resonated with you, Carol, as in maybe you've got a lot of things on the go, perhaps, because if rabbits are multiplying, or there's, more, maybe you've got a lot more, too many things on the stove. What's the saying? I've forgotten.
Too many pots in the boil.
Yeah. Too many things going on. But it felt very much like a Alice in Wonderland. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Let's see where it takes us.
Especially because it was behind a box or a barrier. Like it was, the rabbit was sort of hidden in behind that barrier. So it's almost like there's something that's hidden from you. So what about the police, then? What do you want to talk about that?
I often find police is protecting your energy. So especially if I see, like, when you're driving around or whatever, and then you see like 5 different policemen at certain times, to me, I'm like, oh, I need to be grounded. I need to reground myself because I'm not comfortable at this point in time. And they're showing me that I need to give myself protection.
That's really
I would take that. But what does it say in the book on police? Help is available. There you go.
There you go. That's perfect. And they came in and actually worked out what was going on, why the rabbit was there, and that it was actually providing energy. So there's something deep within you, Carol. I feel that it's time for you to maybe pop in and have a little look at, jump down, have a little look inside yourself, because you've got a lot of energy in there, and it's maybe you're providing energy to appliances that are within the house. So are you providing energy to maybe others without knowing it? Is it leaking? Because that was like hidden. So I'd just pop in and have a little look at where your energy's going.
She's written further down that there was nothing unusual about the apartment, very boxy and plain.
Okay. So it's just everyday life, like normal, nothing out of the ordinary. So maybe this is actually, what are you laughing at?
Sorry, she said pregnant, not an option. So I'll go with a lot on my plate.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so power rabbit. So yeah. So okay, I'll pop that up so that we can see what's happening with her as well. Yeah, okay. So I would say it's a little bit of a clue, Carol, to pop it, go inside yourself, tune in to see where your energy is going and what it is you're powering from your energy center. And that's usually around the solar plexus. So just check in and see, do you tend to give a lot of energy to others? That's what I'd be looking at as well, because if the police are called in, it means that you need to look at something. You need to actually see. And, that Hands of Light book. I meant to get that Barbara Brennan Hands of Light book out. I will get it out next week. I completely forgot, because that shows how energy goes from one person to another or to a situation, how it leaks, how we can actually be powering something for other people without even knowing it. So I don't know. That's just thoughts. Let's just do a couple of cards and just see if we can get any other insights. It's a great dream. Zandy, I love that you had those rabbit dreams, bunny dreams when you were pregnant.
Well, I wasn't wrong.
No, you weren't wrong. Oh, okay. So that one, let's just tune into this one here. Yeah. Yeah, interesting, Carol, because we've got our 8 of Wands come up. Now, to me, this is a fast action card. So I feel maybe you're this happens quite quickly, and then it might get turned off. But I don't know. I feel that King of Pentacles. I was just going to say you're going to work this out fairly quickly, because that King of Pentacles is the master of your own reality, basically. So I really feel you go inside and you ask your wisdom, what's going on, and you're going to get more of an answer because you've got the 4 of Wands. This is a beautiful card where it's safe, where you're in a beautiful environment. You're feeling very safe in your own house within yourself. So that's what I'd be doing, is a little meditation, talk to your higher self, talk to you, check your points, check your chakras, and just see if you're losing any energy. So thank you for sharing that. That's really cool. So now where are we up to? Let's have a little look. I think we're up to Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Okay. Zan, you want to read this one for us?
Sure. I went to a casino I've been to before, but only in my dreams. I've always done very well there and in the ones in real life. But this time I couldn't navigate my way through. I always remember the layout and where my favorite machines are. Always. I did take a person I'm leaving behind soon. I finally got to a machine I liked but couldn't get it to work. I tried another and the same thing. I was frustrated and woke up.
Okay, so that's a really interesting dream. So Zan is like a
I love
casino
casinos.
queen. She's a casino queen. So
I don't really enjoy the well, I do enjoy the gambling part, but only if I'm prepared to lose. So I don't gamble very much. However, casinos, I think it depends on whether you enjoy it or not. So I'm assuming from what you said, you do enjoy the casinos, you do very well at them in real life. It's interesting, though, that this one is one that you've been to before, but only in dreams and not in real life. So is this from a previous lifetime? Is this an alternate universe? Is it a parallel universe? And you knew where your favorite machines were, and you took somebody that you're leaving behind soon. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that part. I'll have to have a look at a couple of things. But, I mean, the machines, that person is a representation of you, because everybody in a dream is a part of who you are. So even though physically you want to leave that person behind in real life and sort of move forward from that, it might also be an aspect of yourself that you're trying to progress through and to move away from, perhaps.
I looked up gambler as well, Zandy.
Yeah. What does
And it
that
says,
say?
taking chances, stop and see if you are working against overwhelming odds. So does it sort of sounds a little bit like you're feeling maybe a little bit overwhelmed and frustrated with what's going on. So yeah, let me just look up dice, because they said it. I'll look up dice as well. So it says dice, what you are considering is a gamble. So think through the consequences before taking action. Look at the context of the dream for feeling level. So this is interesting, isn't it? Because I associate dice with casinos and, your machines and all of that. So yeah, so maybe it's maybe you just need to stop a little bit and just really look at what's going on for you. Because like where you said here, you finally got a machine you liked, but you couldn't get it to work. So it sounds like nothing's really working for you at the moment. So I would just stop and just take a step back personally. If this dream has come up for you and it's normally your very safe, very fun environment, and it's not, yeah, it's like this change is maybe causing you to make some rash moves is as well, because it's just not usual or normal. So what are you feeling, Zan?
Yeah, I just read a comment that Dennis has put down the bottom.
Yep.
I only go because I like them. When I need money, they give me some.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
that's very lucky. From that, I would say that you then go when you're feeling down on your luck. So it's a positive place to give you hope, perhaps.
Yeah.
So if you're going and the machine wasn't working, then you're feeling a little bit defeated in whatever is going on at the moment.
Yeah.
But that's only just from that last comment there. So I don't know if that resonates with you or, but let's see what the card says.
Yeah, let's just have a little look and see what the cards come up with for you, Dennis. It sounds like there's a little bit of just take a little bit of time out. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness, so isn't that interesting? Because you're talking about casino and getting money, and we've got our Wheel of Fortune card. Ding ding, ching ching.
Number
But
8.
this is about movement. Okay, so this is about moving forward in your life, and I'm just going to tune in and see what's standing out for me. Wow. So the first thing I actually saw was it's the eagle. So maybe you need to look at this from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, rather than being caught up in the emotion of something. So that might actually help give you more clarity. Queen of Swords, she's someone that speaks very directly. She's not the king, but she does speak directly, and it's the story in our mind. Okay, so I would just step back, look at it from a different perspective, a higher perspective. Okay, and I feel like there is a little bit of wounding or trauma around the situation that's going on for you at the moment. Maybe you feel a little bit abandoned, or you feel like something hasn't worked out, because that Five of Pentacles is also about change, but it means change is going to happen. So like that Wheel of Fortune, but you're just feeling a little bit lost and a little bit out in the cold at the moment. Oh my goodness. So you have a decision to make. It's a Two of Pentacles. So it's like you're deciding on something and you're just not quite sure yet what's the best way to go about it. It's going to be fine though. You've got your Ace of Swords. So you're really going to come into a knowing within your own mind. All right. So, but I would take some time out, look at it all from a different perspective, and then you're going to get more clarity. So there you go. I hope that helps, Dennis.
Yeah, he said, I do need to conserve more. I'm stretching myself thin lately.
Yeah,
Bingo again.
Stop. Yeah. So yeah, definitely need to stop. Oh, take a breather. So yeah, that's good. Okay. Should we go to maple trees?
Maple tree, yes.
Let's have a look and see.
Dream for me, I was in some strange fantasy land where I had helping some family. I found a strange flask that was clear to see, and I saw a shining golden dragon inside the flask, and it was moving. Okay.
Wow. So
fantasy land.
I'm just going to look up flask or glass and see if that comes up in here. So
dragon is about protection.
Yeah, and also can be about Kundalini and about energy rising. But yeah, dragon, I always feel dragon protection as well.
Golden is God.
Yeah, spiritual.
So yeah,
spiritual
definitely
protection.
Spiritual.
Definitely, I agree with that. So let me look up. Hasn't got flask, so maybe a container or glass. Let me just see if I can look up that. It seems like it's been contained or held in something, but you can still see it.
And if it's a liquid, that is emotions. So being able to see through it, you can see through your own emotions and keep yourself protected.
Yeah.
So strange fantasy land though, and you were helping a family. How many people were in the family?
That would be really interesting. So
yeah.
But you found a strange flask. Well, the closest thing, I looked up flask, I looked up glass. It comes back to cup. So it's the spiritual heart of yourself. If it's overflowing, you're attuned to divine love. If you empty, you're walling self off from love energy, life force within. But to me, it feels like it's actually full. It's got this beautiful golden dragon inside. So there's this beautiful spiritual energy of protection. And gold is the Christ consciousness and its manifestation. So that's a really beautiful aspect within you. It's just there. And it's ready, I feel. So, and a family, well, if we look at it so that it's yourself, then, maybe it's you're feeling more complete within yourself as well. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on that one, Zan?
Yeah, that resonates with me. Hopefully it does for Maple Tree too.
Yeah. Okay.
When you're helping a family, you're helping yourself at the end of the day, because everyone is an aspect of yourself.
Yes, it's a unit. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah, so this is all about you. So this is your, your beautiful, powerful self. So that's really, really positive dream. It's just telling you, you've got that energy inside you. So,
and if there's any colours that stand out from this fantasy land, look at where that sits within your chakras.
It's
And
so
I'm
true.
coughing here, so
There's
it
something
must
coming through. You're clearing
need
something.
to be, yeah, something needs to be cleared. So whichever colours fully stand out that you might remember from it, maybe you could just do a little clearing of that particular chakra.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. I
But
know
it
Maple
sounds like
Tree's
a
got
good
another
job.
one, but I'll just go down and see if we can do someone else's, if someone else has got one first. Can you see any others that have come up?
Somebody did put.
Oh, Space Cadet Lottie has got one for her
Yep.
nephew. Shall we pop that up? And then
Yep.
we'll do your
Yep.
other one as well, Maple Tree. We'll just share it out. So,
Yep.
okay, do you want to read this for me?
All right. So, question. I'm going to ask this for my nephew. He's only a teenager. Told me the other day he did a spinning kick and broke his leg in his dream.
Oh,
I will share this video with him. Okay, so a spinning kick and broke his leg. So leg is
wow.
grounding. My question would be which leg, right or left?
Yeah.
Because the left is energy in, the right is energy out. So perhaps if it's the left leg, something's trying to come in and he's not ready to receive it. And if it's the right leg, it would be he's leaking energy somewhere.
Yeah, and the leg also that's absolutely spot on. But the leg is foundation in life, motivation, mobilization that enables you to meet various lessons, a support system or ability to stay grounded. So if you're doing a spinning kick, it means you're very active and you are activated and motivated. It's about grounding it in. So does he have problems with study? Does he have problems with finishing something? Does just ask him what's going on in his life with that aspect of his life. So yeah, I'll look at spinning as well, because to me it's that's also energy gathering when we spin.
True. And it's a circle. So, the circle of life.
Yeah.
I would also think that because he's doing a spinning kick, perhaps he's doing some form of exercise as well.
Yeah.
So, which exercise helps rejuvenate your body and keep it healthy. So, yeah, it just feels like something isn't sitting right with the grounding part of it. And we need to find out if the energy is not coming in or it's being leaked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's really good. And I'm just looking up exercise because it doesn't have spinning. So let me just see if, and it doesn't have exercise either. Oh, yes, it does.
It's the left
Integration.
leg.
Oh, the left leg. So that's receiving.
Yeah.
Yep. So exercise, integration of body, mind, and spirit, need to develop and focus physical energies. It's about relaxation, concentration, get out of the intellect and play. So that's really interesting. And the left, yeah, so that would be about receiving as well from the from Earth and from everything around us. So but grounding that in. Is he very intuitive, Space Cadet Lottie? That'd be really interesting to know as well. So
She's also, Space Cadet has mentioned he is epileptic
okay.
and doesn't go out much. Bless him.
So that could be, I know it's difficult when you've got that fear, of maybe fitting or whatever, but just even, doing something, walking barefoot on the grass, or making, doing something that's close to home where he feels safe, because it's certainly saying he needs to maybe be doing some exercise and tapping into the energetic ley lines of the earth, because they're really nurturing. So just asking Earth, Mother Gaia, to bring through energy and then bringing it up through the feet. So, I often ask for elements from the earth. I'll just, to my higher self, I'll go, can you just, Earth, Gaia, please bring through any minerals, anything that I need for my whole consciousness, for my whole body. Just bring through anything that I need nurturing with. So maybe this is something he needs to do as well. So, yeah, let me have a look and see. There's just one more thing I want to look up. No, that's fine. Yeah, so left. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, so it's definitely about that rationalizing, being too much in the mind as well. Okay. So thanks for sharing that with him, and I hope he has get some benefit. Yeah, with that. But yeah, just let us know how it goes, and if he wants to jump on, he can jump on and get some support. So yeah. Okay, is there any others that have come up so far?
Not after that one, so we might go back to the maple tree.
Trees one, yep, that sounds good.
Yep.
So,
So
okay.
another dream was I also in a strange place, not here on Earth. I had my abilities unlocked and I was helping a group. They were classical galactics, like closer to royals. My abilities were to clear cities.
Clear cities. Hang on, there's a bit more to it. Hold on. I saw that down further. Clear
Then I used my
cities.
hands to charge up bigger energies and destroyed the building in their assignment. Then I woke up.
Okay, so maple tree. What are your thoughts with this one, Zandy? If you're dreaming about being not here on Earth, is it just is another realm? Is it still
Well,
an
it
aspect?
could be.
Mm.
I don't feel that with this though. Like it's almost like this is something that's already happened. Or
Okay.
that's the feeling that I'm
Yeah.
getting anyway.
Yep.
So if your abilities were unlocked, you know you have them now, right?
Yep.
Even though it's a different lifetime, you've still got those abilities. So galactics closer to royals. Well, what do royals mean?
Yeah. Let me have a look for you. Oh, yeah.
Being able to clear cities, charge up bigger energies and destroy a building in their assignment. So were you destroying something then of the galactics? Because it looks like you were helping them. So that was part of their assignment then. Okay. So
Yep. So if I
have you found
looked up,
royals?
there's nothing on royal, but I looked up queen, and I went,
Okay.
depending upon context of the dream, it may be guidance, leadership ability, or powerful feminine characteristics emerging in consciousness. So, it could be this energy, because we're all coming into more of our gifts and talents from other lifetimes. And, it could be just showing up for you that, maybe you need to start playing with energy more. You can make beautiful balls of energy with your hands and your intention, and just and sending it to yourself or sending it to others.
And if you're able to clear, if you can clear cities and help the energies, that's also a part of yourself. So you have the ability to clear energies within yourself if you feel that they're blocking you. So maybe tap into that and remember that. Maybe it's something that has been forgotten.
Yeah, exactly. And, and start playing again with, the energy. Literally imagine energy, like see, sense, or feel a beautiful white ball of light beginning to grow within your hands. And then, like Zane was saying, you can actually pop it into yourself and just see how it feels. Or you can send it out, to our surrounding area, into cities, around the earth. You can just have that intention as well. So if you can clear cities, you can help to clear, dross and heavy stuff and lots of emotional stuff that's been dropped in cities. Maybe use it like now, in today's world as well. So yeah, that's great. So thank you for that. I'll do a card and just see what comes up for you. But we've all got these abilities, and I think it's like just remembering to play with them and to actually go, oh yeah. So the Chariot. So to me, this is, you find that balance within yourself, and then you can move forward with this, like working with that energy, definitely. So that's beautiful. And look at the city in the background. So start working with that one, maple tree. That's really cool. So
Nice.
okay, so
There's one from Maree down the bottom.
okay. Oh, she's up late as well. Maree. Hi, everyone.
So
okay.
I keep waking up with different songs. One night woke up to A Beautiful Dreamer, then My Darling Clementine, and then back to sleep. And I'm in a honeycomb. I think it's been years since I've had any of them.
Yeah, look, Maree, dreams, songs to me are really important. It's so interesting because if I'm sort of concentrating or doing a little healing for someone or whatever, sometimes a song will pop into my head and I'll go, I haven't heard that for years. Why does that song pop into my head? And then I'll have to go and look it up. I'll look at the lyrics and then I'll go, oh, this is making so much sense. So it's really, I mean, that song, Beautiful Dreamer, is beautiful, isn't it? Oh my gosh, and you were asleep. Oh, so you woke up to that song, Beautiful Dreamer. Isn't that interesting though? Because it's literally telling you you're a beautiful dreamer. Literally.
Exactly.
I love that. That is so cool.
I'm trying to remember some of the words to My Darling Clementine because
Do you want me to look it up?
often if you get stuck in like one part of the song, it's because the message is in that one part of the song.
Yeah.
Even though you might just remember it as My Darling Clementine, which part of the song was it? Was it the chorus? Was it a particular verse? I just looked up honey for the honeycomb, and it's sweetness in life, abundance of life. But bees would be with that as well because the honeycomb comes from the beehive itself. And bees, where are we? A wonderful integrative force, kinship with nature, the maker of sweetness in life. So, if you're waking up in that, I actually get that as a really nice thing, you know, in the sweetness of life.
I've got a feeling though, because I nearly started crying when I was reading the words to My Darling Clementine. And it was like, it's almost like there's been a loss in another lifetime that I feel you are clearing through your dreams, because it talks about lost and gone forever.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, you know, dreadful sorrow, Clementine. I feel maybe you were clearing something from another lifetime in that dream, because that really brought some emotion up for me, because I was tuned into you as I was reading it. And so I don't know, but this is just what's coming up. And the fact that beautiful dreamer come unto me, that's how that song goes. To me, that's almost like using the dreams as a way of healing that sorrow or that grief that was subconscious, that had sort of come through from another lifetime to be cleared. So, and it could have been you in that lifetime as well, that was you know, maybe died early, young, whatever. So yeah, I don't know, but let me do some cards on that. What do you feel? What are your feelings with me saying that, Zan?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's it's right. I was trying to remember some of the words of it, but when you said that, I could hear the song playing in my head then.
Yeah.
And that it does feel right.
Yeah,
that's the main part of the song, really.
Yeah, it's really the sadness of, you know, someone's darling, or, you know, I'm getting goosebumps with it. So I feel you were actually releasing something, and that card just jumped out. So that's our Three of Swords, which is, you know, there's still something in the mind from a heartbreak. So now let me just have a look.
Maree's just said, lost and gone forever is the part I woke up to.
That's, I'm getting goosebumps, Maree. Ooh. So yeah, there's definitely, I feel something's been cleared, some sadness, some trauma from another lifetime has been cleared in that dream. And that's why the words beautiful dreamer come into me, because it's the goosebumps. I'm just going crazy here right now. So there's something really big that happened in that dream, just from those songs that came through for you. Definitely something really big that shifted.
So I've just realized I Am a Honeycomb may be the name of a song that I'm unaware of.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, you're not going to believe it. We've got the same cards up. So this was a soul contract, because it's a Three of Pentacles, and then we've got the Three of Swords. So this was something that was experienced in a lifetime where it was sad. It was a lot of grief around it. So, and let's just have a look and see. So I feel we're getting confirmation that that's exactly what was going on. So is it bizarre how these dreams that we think maybe aren't huge, they can actually be doing a lot of healing, and a lot of clearing of things that are deep within us. So we got this card, the Devil card. What that's saying is it's bringing up something that needed to be cleared or seen. And then we've got our Queen of Pentacles. So it was contemplated, and it's just deciding what you want in your reality. And look at this, the Two of Cups. So this is bringing a beautiful balance of emotions back to you, from whatever that relationship was, whether it was you, whether it was someone you loved in another lifetime. It's now come back into balance without that deep-seated subconscious grief or trauma that was there from that lifetime. That's amazing. Wow. Oh gosh, I've never had that sort of feeling with the dream before. So wow.
So I
Yeah.
just realised that I Am a Honeycomb is a song.
Oh, okay.
I have not heard it before, so
No.
apologies that I didn't pick up on that. But it just the words to it. It's a darn good life, and it's kind of funny how the Lord made the bee made the honey. It's quite a spiritual song, really, when you look at all the words to it.
Wow.
I'm going to have to hear it later.
Yeah, I know.
When I get off, I'm going to look it up on YouTube and listen to it.
That's beautiful. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Maree. And see how powerful our dreams can be. It's not just, oh, this is just a crazy dream. Sometimes, like, really profound. That felt very profound for me because of my actual reaction with it too. I couldn't believe how many goosebumps I was getting. So yeah. So this is interesting. Yeah, and Space Cadet Lottie, yeah, she's getting songs as well when you remote view sometimes, especially when I looked at a cold case. They helped me cheer me up because it wasn't the best info. Yeah, and this is it. Songs are really amazing with their energy and frequency and the vibration and how they can break up energy for us. How they can, like exactly what happened then with Maree as well, how they can release things. But when I get dreams, it's just crazy. I'm going, when I get songs, I go, and I've always been like this. With songs, and it just then leads me on down a path that opens up so much more to me. So yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? So okay, so Maple Tree's got a question here.
Yep. So
if you've got questions, guys, throw them in. Sorry, yeah, just pop questions.
No, you're right. Why do other people can see UFOs and paranormal stuff, but others not?
Yeah, look, yeah,
I guess I would say it depends on how connected you are within yourself. If this is about in dreams or in reality, that's probably just to clarify. It's whether you're open to it or not, really. Yeah. And if you know how to protect yourself, because we all need to be able to protect ourselves before seeing anything like that. And if we're not in that, so in reality, is what Maple Tree said. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Maree?
Yeah, I feel also it depends on what our particular role is this lifetime on Earth. For some people, it's not to have any sort of really deep spiritual lifetime. It's just to have a fun, playful lifetime, and they don't care about UFOs. They don't care about being connected to their cosmic family or through interdimensional wormholes. We couldn't care less. They're just having a nice holiday lifetime, which is fabulous. But for people that I guess are moving deeper into that spiritual realm and really trying to remember who we truly are, then that's an aspect that can be really opened up for them. So it depends on who we are. For me, I tend to see them, I feel them, I see them, but it's like through my third eye. I have seen real ones as well, but usually more often than not, it's through my third eye. And yeah, it's going through gateways like Syrian gateways and things like that. So I'm going to get Jasper to tune in just to see if he can give me any more information on why some people do have this want and need and to know or to see, and others just really don't care. Just see. Oh my gosh. So straight away, he's showing me a beautiful diamond, and you know how we have all facets of a diamond, and he's showing me some with different colors like greens and pinks and reds flashing off these facets of the diamond, and saying that even though we're all one consciousness and we all come from the same source, we all are a different facet or expression of that. And that's why some of us have this pull and this want to actually be more connected and understand about it, and others don't. And that's how he showed it to me. So it's actually a beautiful way to show who we are in our consciousness and how we're all connected and created, and we're just reflecting off different aspects. So that's what
and it could have something to do with our soul contract too.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who appear to have a cruisy life or just having a holiday, but you don't know what they did in a previous life. You don't know how hard they had it or how much work they've already done before coming here to have that cruisy life.
Exactly.
Or being an NPC. We still need NPCs.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah, I still feel that they do have that aspect of soul within them. I don't know why. I just do. I know that sometimes it's said that they don't, but that's just my feeling. Is that of course, they've got consciousness, and so there has to be an aspect of some soul within them. But yeah,
they're just choosing not to for whatever reason in this
lifetime. Yeah. So,
or they're choosing to.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it depends on each person. So yeah.
It's nice talking about dreams because I actually haven't had many for the last 2 weeks. I've been going through enough of my own stuff that I'm just not dreaming. I had a dream last night, but I don't remember it. I didn't remember it. And I was trying to remember it because I need to remember it for tomorrow. But I do not remember, and I haven't had any dreams. I haven't had to do anything. So it's nice to talk about other people's dreams for a while. Thank you.
Yeah, it's true. And that's why don't worry if you don't remember your dreams. If you've got your intention to remember them and then you do, just even writing down a few words can sometimes trigger the whole dream. But like I said last week, I went 6 to 8 months where I didn't remember a dream, and but I was off doing work somewhere else. So, and that's what I want to bring it to, which is really interesting, is when we, like, let's say we do astral traveling or lucid dreaming, as I like to call it, where we're more conscious, when we can direct our dream. What I started to wonder is, well, how come I can still feel? Because I've been able to feel my hands going through the clouds when I was flying. I've felt the rain. I've felt the ceiling as I've gone through a ceiling. Like, and something came up the other day, and it was like, how do we feel as if we've got our body when we are traveling in consciousness? And I went, what a great question. Like, I just accepted it. I never went in and asked it. So, Zandy, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I do still think that we feel things, even though our physical body may not be there, because our consciousness can still do everything. When I was a lot younger, so this is back in the 90s, I had this constant, I was waking up in the middle of the night and with heart palpitations. And I was like, oh my God. And my mum's like, are you okay? I was, in my mid-teens or whatever. And she said, I'm going to take you to the doctor. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor just looked at me and he said, what are you dreaming about? I was like, oh, I don't know. He said, right, go home. Think about, if it happens again, think about what you're dreaming about. Turned out I was dreaming that I was hosting an aerobics class, and my body just could not physically keep up with it. So in reality, here on Earth, my heart's pounding. Meanwhile, my body is somewhere else doing all this work. I was pretty fit back then too, so I must have been pushing it pretty hard. But I know that's how I think that we still do feel things. And our brain intellectually can't actually switch off from what a reality is and what fantasy is. So what you're doing in a dream can actually be happening here in real life too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's an amazing, I love it. That's an amazing story to be able to tell us, to share around this question. And, is it that the mind doesn't turn off and we're connected in to what's happening on that other level, on that other realm where our consciousness is? Or is it that we have our mind is actually, I don't know, producing another whole physical body, but they're connected? I just think it's just so interesting. I'm going to really look into this. And but if anyone has got any ideas, let us know, because I just love this. So yeah, it's I don't know, just fascinating question. So what happens to our mind when we're dreaming? Is it still giving neural input into our brain that then controls our whole physical body? I mean, if we have a nightmare, you often wake up and you're sweating and your heart's pounding and you, like this, and you've got the flight or fight sort of syndrome going on. So yeah, there's definitely, I'm going to just have a look into that more and just see. So, but if anyone knows, let me know. So, oh, Lisa, so I barely ever dream. I'm a sound sleeper.
Lucky you.
I know. Lucky you. I love
mind
that.
you, I've been actually sleeping the last couple of weeks, so that's pretty good too. Sometimes you just want to switch off.
Yeah. So I'd love to know though, Lisa, if you actually did have the intention before you go to sleep, like to remember your dreams, and you had a little book or a pen next to your bed, and you actually just wrote something down, if you would actually start sleeping. But maybe you just completely clear everything as you're sleeping, which is really good too. So now Carol's got a question. Do you want to read that one out for us?
Yeah. So does dreaming in colour versus black and white indicate anything?
Yeah, look, this is interesting. Yeah, have you ever had a black? I was going to say, I didn't even know people dreamt in black and white.
No, me neither.
Okay, what? You dream in black and white? Are you serious?
Yeah, I haven't experienced that, so I'm not really sure.
It blew my mind. So I'd love to know, whoever's on here, has anyone ever dreamed in black and white?
Yeah,
so Carol, have you dreamt in black and white? So look, I wonder, you know, I actually don't know. Maybe I'll have to look these things up. Let me write them down. But yeah, I remember I nearly fell off the chair when I actually realized people dream in black and white. And I feel like I've missed out on something, because I would think it would be like watching one of those old movies, you know, like the what was his name, Charlie Chaplin, and like all of those movies. So
Space Cadet just said vintage dream.
Yeah, true. Could be a vintage dream without color, because colors are quite helpful in working out what's going on within the dream itself. I wonder if the people that do black and white dreams, I wonder if they've got any sort of color issues, like eyesight issues in real life.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, Carol's just said she rarely dreams of colors.
Oh, really? Wow. See, this is still blowing my mind.
This is a really good question. Absolutely, yeah. I love it. Wow. We certainly have to look that one up.
We certainly will, yeah. Carol, are you a fairly black and white person? Do you sort of do you like things to be straight and like, yep, it's either yes or no? Or I'd love to know that as well.
Yeah, because I mean, the black would indicate the unconsciousness part of yourself, or the unknown part of yourself, and the white could be purity.
Yeah, true. So,
okay. She's just said, I don't have any eye issues, just age related. LOL.
So, did you dream in color when you were young? Is that what you're saying? That'd be really interesting to know as well, Carol. Did you dream? Did you have a lot more dreams that were colorful, if you remember, from when you were young? So I want to have a black and white dream now, Zandy.
Well, I'll ask for one.
Okay, I will.
That's funny. That's so funny.
It's so funny. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, this is another thing that I'll look up as well. And have a look, and just maybe, Carol, if you can remember if it's like to have a colored dream. Does it feel different to when you have a black and white dream? Yeah. So yeah, that'd be great. Anyone that's had black and white dreams, let us know. Yeah. Oh wow. So you don't okay, now this
pretty
is
analytical. Yeah, I don't remember ever dreaming in color.
So it could be maybe a personality behavior type. So people that are analytical, that everything has to be in a line, in a row, it's clean, it's clear, this is how it works. Maybe that's all it is. I mean, whereas I'm a complete airhead sometimes and can be going everywhere and asking lots of questions and over here. And so maybe it does actually relate to people's particular behavioral types. So that's really interesting. So, yeah. Okay. All right, we'll look into that more. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm going to ask for a black and white dream.
Teresa, just above that one. Yep. What is the jumping, jerking yourself awake when you're asleep? And you're a black and white dreamer. There you go.
Another one. The world is getting open.
I need to ask for one too, don't I?
Yes, you do. Oh my gosh.
Oh dear. My understanding of the jumping and jerking yourself is you've been off doing other things somewhere else and you're coming back into your body, and it's been a little bit of a rocky landing.
Yeah.
That's my understanding of it, because most of the time we just slip back in, no problem. And other times, if we have to come back in a hurry for whatever reason, that's why we can jerk ourselves awake. But is there another reason that you know of, Maree?
It could be, I mean, okay, have you ever, even cats and dogs, have you ever seen them when they're sleeping and they're dreaming and they're shaking like dogs can be running even? It's really hilarious. So maybe we're actually having an activity like Zan had some, she was doing aerobics. Maybe instead of heart palpitations, she might have woken up doing these ones. Like, who knows? So maybe it's also, I know I've actually jerked myself awake because I've actually gone to grab something in a dream, or I've gone to do something in a dream, and I wake up going, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's that definite connection into the physical body from the consciousness. So I have done that to myself. But yeah, but often, more often than not, it can be when you're coming back into your body. Remember, we've got that silver cord that goes from our belly button and holds us into our physical body anyway. But yeah, so they're the two reasons why I would say, because we're actually acting out what's going on in a dream. I used to sleepwalk, so I was definitely acting out whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Body being able to switch off.
Yeah. So so, and I was going to ask you, Teresa, as well. Teresa, are you fairly analytical? Are you someone that likes to? Yeah. This would be great if we can start to sort of get a bit of a picture of maybe people that do tend to have more black and white dreams. So let us know, Teresa. That is really cool. So,
Maple Tree has asked about other body. I don't know, but my other body loves to do galactic projects.
Oh, where's that?
And then it's a little bit further up, but then Maple Tree's put that one down the bottom as well. This could definitely be parallel lives.
Yeah.
It could be previous memories. I mean, our body, our soul, our consciousness goes off and does so many different things that we don't even know about because it doesn't need to rest like our physical body does. So maybe that's what it's doing. And that's where it's, that's where your soul is lying, that it really enjoys that. So it's going off to visit other people. Yeah, with the dimensional leapers, I kind of hope that answers that question too, because I don't know too much about dimensional leapers. Do you know much?
Dimensional leapers? So you mean going interdimensionally within dreams is what I presume?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
well, I guess that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it was a color dream. Okay. Yeah, and also too, just remember, Zan, even when I'd stay at your place, if we'd had a work thing on and I'd stay at your place, and it was like I used to go in and go, oh, it feels so dark in here, but it was the energy. Remember how it was just this huge energetic vortex under your whole area where all these houses were built, because it was actually an Aboriginal land
burial ground.
Burial ground. It was not good.
So I still clear that house.
Yeah, I know. But I remember
people that live
so dark. We've got to put every light on. But I stayed this one particular night. So Maple Tree, this might help you as well, because and this happened to me quite a few times when I'd stay with people or people would stay with me. So, and then Zan said, Maree, did you get up and get cups of tea last night? And it's so weird. Everyone thought I was getting up to get cups of tea. I don't move. When I sleep, I just go to sleep and I don't move. My higher self gets up. My consciousness gets up and does energy work. And so, Zan, do you want to say what you were feeling and sensing?
Well, you were talking the language of light, and it was because I didn't know what that was at the time. And I was like, what the hell is she doing out there? I was like, oh, I'll just let it be. Who cares? I'll go back to sleep. But it was a weird feeling because I knew something was going on at the same time.
And didn't you see a big ball of light that had built up go around the house as well? That's what you told me.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So with the language that you were speaking, it was actually moving it around the house, if I'm remembering correctly. God, this is a long time ago, isn't it?
I know, but obviously it needed to happen to help clear the energy lines from that whole area that had been really desecrated by us as people building houses on it. So, but I don't move. I physically don't move, but my higher self gets up and does stuff. And Zan would have been connecting into that dimension. So, this is how interdimensionally we can work. And I remember I had a friend stay over and we were both studying transference healing, and she had staying one night of the 4 nights. And she said, Maree, did you get up and have cups of tea last night? Again, same question. Tea. And I was going, no, I was asleep. This was in my house up on the mountain. And she was like, well, and you had friends over. And I was going, I wouldn't have had friends over at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And she's going, I can hear people in the kitchen. And then she went, "And did you leave the front door open because all this light was coming in?" And I went, "Honey, we're on the top of a mountain. There's not even street lights. How would opening a door let light in at 3:00 in the morning?" And she's like, "Oh." So, this is the sort of strange things that can
Yeah.
happen at night. So
Yeah.
yeah, we do go places and things happen right in our own homes. So
Yeah.
there you go. But, we're nearly at
Yeah.
time, guys. Where are we
We
up to?
are.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Teresa is, oh my God, thank you, Teresa. We're starting to get a pattern here. She's very
Yeah.
analytical, overthinker, black and white dreamer. Oh, I'm loving this.
Yes. Can't wait to see what we find out.
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh, so is there anything else? Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, Wolf Love's on. Woo! Hi, Wolf Love.
Hi.
All right, yeah. So I think we'll let it go now. But next week, I'm thinking I'm going to look into some of this stuff. Can you guys look into it as well? If you know any more black and white dreamers, find out if they're analytical, if they're black and white literally in life. That would be awesome.
Yes, please. Love
And
to
then
know.
I think we might have a little chat about these things. Okay, dream catchers. So I don't know if any of you have ever worked or used dream catchers, but we'll have a chat about those as well. Yeah, and I will get my Barbara Brennan book out because I think that's going to really help people. Hands of Light.
Well, thank you very much to everybody who's come on and shared your stories. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Fun.
It's so great. It's just going to help us to unravel more and more what needs to come out from our deep subconscious. So Jasper says goodbye. Thanks, Miss Zan, for being here.
Thanks, Maree.
You're also loved, and we will see you next week. And make sure you share this, guys, as well. We're trying to sort of build up more people so we get really good dreams coming through. So just share it with all your friends. It'd be awesome. All right. Ciao. Love you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.